Hey guys, welcome back to releasethecraftin. Priscilla here for the last day of Fanguary. Moment of silence as we lay Fanguary to rest. Rest in peace. You wonderful, wonderful challenge. At any rate, that is hashtag rtcfanguary if you want to follow along here on YouTube, also on Instagram, where people are also sharing their photos there. I have a playlist down below so you guys can see all the videos that have been posted. But like I said, make sure you check out Instagram because some people are posting there and they don't have a YouTube channel, so go see what they're doing. And here I decided to bring back the music paper that I had used to sort of tamp off the extra ink I had from day one, to use that as our background. And then I'm just going over the top with some of this barn door distress ink. Distress ink in the color red, for sure. Yeah, because I don't know where it is, and I can't tell you the actual name. But I decided to add in some stenciling just for some interest in the background and to sort of break up that music paper even more. And then I used a die cutter to cut out some of these coffin shapes, and then I ran them through an embossing folder with some bats on them. And then I decided to ink them up in this brushed iron Prima wax, to give it sort of an old metal feel, because this is going to be a locket, and this is entirely inspired by a post that Amy at the Messy Paper Crafter made on Instagram, where she was showing some of her prep work for Fanguary, and I saw her thing and went, oh, that looks like a locket. And then I went, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do for the Immortal Beloved. I'm going to make a paper locket, and that's what I'm doing. So I have my little coffin shapes inked up, dyed up, all the things. I remembered that one side is also going to be, like, two sides on one is going to be visible, so both sides need to be inked or waxed. I don't know why I keep saying inked. And then I put them together. So I have this little picture of this dude who could be like our vampire. It's actually an actor dressed up as Caesar, but I think it works for a vampire. And then we have our young lady, our little ingenue, perhaps, to the theater world, who has now found herself coupled up with our vampire. And I'm going to use some little tiny strips of cardstock that I'm also going to wax up in that brushed iron color to make our hinges so that our locket stays together. Because I couldn't really think of a different way to do the hinges that was, like, not a pain in the butt. So we're going to get those stuck down and then stuck together. Sorry, my cat made the most uncomfortable sound, and it stopped me entirely in my tracks. I don't know what we're doing anymore because I had to pause to go find out what she was doing. It was nothing. It was nothing. But at any rate, we get our little hinge stuck together. I get some quotes out of my little word sheet here. It's a little vampire word sheet I shared over on Patreon. And the quote says that together we own the night. And yeah, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use some of this chain. This is actually old junk chain from an old necklace that I had, where the chain snapped. The chain is actually super fragile and super, like, janky. I don't know what happened to it, but it's aged. It has not aged well. And so it cannot be reused for jewelry things, but it can be reused for junk journal things. So it's going to be the chain to our locket here. So I'm going to use some of that Cosmic Shimmer glue to stick it down. It's going to hold beautifully once it dries. And yeah, then I get our locket stuck down. And then I'm going to snip apart this quote so I can use the words individually around here to add some interest. And I think it's really cute. I actually really like how this tag came out. I like the interactive element with the door for the little locket opening up. I like the metal aspect to it. I also like how the quote looks like a hostage letter, because maybe she doesn't want to be in this relationship, or doesn't know that she doesn't want to be in this relationship because she's with a vampire. But also, it's a vampire thing, so it needs a bat. I felt like the bottom was just a little bit, well, lackluster, so I put a bat in here, and the bat is sort of flying out of the locket a little bit, so vampire. And that's the tag, and that's the end of Fanguary, you guys. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Make sure you check out everybody else who participated, give them their shoutouts and their prompts, and I will see you guys later in the next video. Until then, guys, happy crafting. I appreciate your faces. Thanks so much for joining me for this Fanguary. Until next time, guys, bye!